What's up, guys? It is John from Side Hustle Experiment. Today we're answering a YouTube question from the comments. The question is, how do I find replenishable items? I've been trying to find them all month. I've been looking for straight keep it charts and things that look like they're just super straight. I'm really struggling to find them. I'm really not trying to find products that are just one-offy or going to tank. How are you finding replens, and how can I do the same? So I'm gonna answer this question and let you know how I'm finding replens exactly, and kind of some other things to be aware of. So for me personally, I honestly don't think I could pick out which products are going to be replenishable right off the bat. Really, for me, I do a lot of test buys. So I test buy items. If they sell through, I'll buy some more. I tend to double the order. So if I bought 6 the first time, I'll buy 12 the next time, 24, so on and so forth. I just don't think you should be focusing on finding replens. Replens are great, but most people kind of have the definition of replen confused. For me, what it means is you could buy that product over and over and over again, and keep buying it and keep sending it to Amazon. But that does not mean forever. That could mean for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, maybe a year. Sure, are there some products where you might be able to do a year or two? Sure. But for the most part, there are just products that go in and out of season. More floods the market, so the price starts to go down. So I honestly think the way you find replens is by buying profitable products that have good keep it charts. So what would make a good keep it chart? What would make a good keep it chart is one that's fairly straight. You want to be buying on the 90-day buy box price. I like to look at the whole year as well, just to kind of get an idea. If you look at the whole year, sometimes Amazon has been in stock, or the price is definitely on a spike, but it's definitely been keeping that spike, because obviously the last 90 days, it's been this price. So that's kind of a good sign. But I also like to know in the back of my head, you know what, like 6 months ago, this $30 product was selling for about $18, just to have that in the back of my mind. Most of the time, these products will go back down to that price, but you might have a good bit of time to ride it out until that happens. It usually doesn't happen to a bunch of people come on the listing and need to liquidate for whatever reason, or want to move their money into something else. So that's kind of one of how I look at replens. You really don't find them. You find them by buying profitable products, testing them out, and then just keep buying them until either the market gets saturated and there's so much product, and then it's time to kind of just, you know, break even, get out. And then a lot of the times I will watch these items. So there are a couple things right now that I was selling for a good probably 3 to 4 months. A bunch of people dropped on the listing, brought the price down to where it just wasn't that profitable. Maybe I was making $1 on it, but it just wasn't worth the work for that $1. And basically I got off the listing. Today I was going back through some of the old products I bought, and I came across this product, and it looks like the seller count has been cut in half, and the price is starting to tick up. So I just bought 12 units of it to kind of test it out, to see if I could get the higher price and if it will continue, the buyer count will continue to go down. In this case, this product does a lot of volume, so I don't want to wait for the product or the seller count to go all the way down, because you're missing out on a lot of opportunity. You have to realize that if the seller count is starting to go down right now, by the time I get the product, get it to an Amazon warehouse, and it gets checked in, that product count could go either down even more, which means the price will go higher, or the seller count could start to tick up. In this case, I'm thinking that it's not going to tick up just based on how much stock is at Amazon currently, and basically the amount of sellers that are the lowest buy box price. They're definitely newer storefronts, so they're just trying to get their money back. The people who are winning the buy box at a higher price have been on the listing for a little bit. So that's kind of my strategy on that. So now this can become technically a replen again, because hopefully once those 12 hit, I am going to buy more and hopefully be able to do that probably throughout Q4, I would hope. But we'll see. The reason I also bought 12 is because I don't 100% know if the price is really going to tick up as the seller count goes down. It looks like it's heading that way, but I don't want to be buying like 30, 40, 50 of these. I'll know right away once my product hits Amazon, just from being familiar with this listing. If they sell right away, then I'm gonna buy more and kind of go heavy this time around. I also know that the last time I got off the listing, the price I was selling at was not break even, but I was making $1 on it. And so I know that is a possibility that, you know, maybe it goes the other way, but for the most part, I'm gonna try it again. So yeah, I would be spending your money testing products. There isn't going to be a perfect keep a chart. Usually if there is, there's something weird going on where either the brand is on it, or there are companies out there that are allowed to sell the brand's products. They basically represent a bunch of brands, and so if it's super straight and there's only like 1 or 2 people on that listing, usually if you jump on that listing, you're going to get an IP complaint, or I don't know, something like that, or they're just going to drop the price so it's no longer profitable for you, and then you're going to go off the listing and go away. So yeah, that is kind of my advice on that. And yeah, it is, like I said, it is not, I don't know, I haven't really come across a keeper chart where I said, I mean, I hope everything I buy becomes a replen, really. You know, there is some seasonal stuff. Obviously, if you're buying stuff for the holidays and stuff like that, it might not be a replen year round, but it could be a replen in the sense that you could buy it every holiday season. For example, there could be some seasonal foods, or I don't know, whatever, special things that come out, certain napkins or plates or decorations, stuff like that. That's a good example would probably be like something like candy canes. So candy canes are going to get really popular around Christmas time. I don't really know if they sell throughout the year. They probably do. But, you know, the price is going to be the highest around Christmas time. So you could replen them during Christmas, but during the year, you probably don't want to sell them. So with all that being said, that is kind of how I identify replens. It's really just by doing a test buy, seeing if the items sell through. If they sell through, double the order. If the Keepa still looks good, you know, what I'm looking for before I do the second order, this is important because I've got caught with this a couple of times when I first started, is I want to look at the seller count. All right, so if I buy 10 items, they sell through, before I order the next batch, I want to look at the Keepa chart and see, have more sellers come on the listing. So if that listing count has doubled, and the item doesn't do a super high volume, I might think twice about reordering it, or I might just order the same amount of product I ordered before. So I'd order just another 10. If no other sellers have come on the listing, or just a couple have come on the listing and the price is pretty stable, I'm definitely gonna place an order for double. And yeah, go from there. So I hope you found that helpful. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys have a way to identify replens, or how do you do your replen buying? I love to hear it in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe. It would mean a ton.